Sochua, you've paid an incredible price in fighting for democracy in Cambodia. Since 2017, you've been living in exile. You're one of the many opposition leaders who were forced out of the country by the current regime. I really think your story, your experiences help bring the stakes of this moment into very sharp relief. You and I have known each other for a number of years. I have watched with great admiration how first inside your country you tried to make change. Now you're continuing to try to make change from outside. You have never stopped speaking out. What can you tell us now about the situation in Cambodia, and how are you and others trying to put together and lead a movement for a democratic dawn in Cambodia's authoritarian darkness?
Secretary Clinton, thank you for giving me the chance to say to the world that Hun Manet, who pretends to be the Prime Minister of Cambodia, was not democratically elected by the people of Cambodia. His father put him into that position. His father, Hun Sen, who was still the strong man of Cambodia for 40 years, had a whole scenario which was to establish not just autocracy, but a dynasty. So in 2017, he got rid of the civil society. Secretary Clinton, you were in Cambodia. You saw how vibrant civil society, the independent media was. He got rid of Hun Sen got rid of all that and dissolved the opposition party that I used to belong to for 20 years. And that's why I find myself in exile. The leader of the opposition is under house arrest, sentenced to 27 years. I'm sentenced to 47 years in prison. Other members sentenced to life. That's number one. So as far as the Cambodian people are concerned, we do not have a democratically elected president. And the world, the international community needs to take that into serious consideration. You don't just go in and keep on engaging with the son of a dictator. That's number one. Number two, when we keep talking about democracy, I want to put it in the lives, the real life, the everyday life of the women of Cambodia or anywhere in the world. The most serious violations of human rights that Hun Manet, Hun Sen, the Hun family are committing against the people of Cambodia, the women of Cambodia, is the deforestation. Massive. Cambodia is losing its forests at the rate of 0.8% per year. Only one-third of the forest of Cambodia is still there. Forced evictions. They're taking the land of the people for development, the so-called development. Every day, you hear of women that are trying to hang on to the lake, to the little pot of land, to the forest, the last part of the forest. Around the city of Phnom Penh, there used to be all these lakes, and they are now filled in for development. And part of this filled-in land or lake is given to Hun Sen and his family. From our side, we have been fighting, and I was a member of parliament as well. We have been fighting for the dignity of our women, for the dignity of our people. And that's what it translates to democracy. You have to put it into real life. When the women at the very last moment cannot even hang on to that piece of the lake where they used to make a living out of the lotus flowers, because we pray, we use lotus flowers, of the small fishes that they make less than $5 a day, now zero. And these women, these urban poor, are in jail. Also, the indigenous people, the indigenous women, are also in jail. And the indigenous women, they live on the forest. Everything is taken out of their hands, of their dignity. Even the tomb of the ancestors is taken under the excuse of development. Turned into plantation, turned into casinos, turned into brothels. That's Cambodia today. It's not the end yet. But what I would like to say is the court of Cambodia is a weapon. It's a weapon for the Hun family, and even no one can talk. Yesterday, 5 environmentalists, most of them are very young, are back in jail. For what? For defending the forest, for defending the environment. And they're already charged for treason. Found guilty, sentenced to 25 years. Now, it's not, if we only talk about that, then we give up. We don't give up. That's why, since I've been in exile for 7 years now, we've been talking about what is democracy. It's bigger than the opposition party. Democracy is the world, is the people of Cambodia, or the friends of Cambodia who want to help Cambodia be a better Cambodia, a Cambodia that has justice, a Cambodia where the land belongs to the people, where the children can have school, when the children do not, the young girls have to witness their parents, their mothers, trashed down to the floor, to the ground, so by the military. It is so emotional at the same time, but it helps us put the strategy for the Khmer movement for democracy that I'm leading, and for the past just 3 months now, is an umbrella to unite the Cambodians who are in the diaspora. There are about 3 million of us. Why do we keep silent? We cannot. Democracy is not about being silent. It's not about living in fear. Democracy is about being loud. Democracy is about all of us together, together and say, call a cat, call a dog, and call a dynasty. And that's not what Cambodia needs. So the movement for democracy, the Khmer movement for democracy, unite. And we're outside. We can talk. We can speak. I am being, this Radio Free Asia now, who was kicked out of Cambodia, they're here today. And tonight, they will be hearing me in Cambodia. If I were in Cambodia, I would be dead or in jail. But I have to speak. I'm with you all. But we have to speak. We cannot be silent.